Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ibiza. So this video will be slightly different compared to the other ones in the sense that this is more of a vlog. And over here we'll be showing you how you can plan your week in Ibiza. The beauty begins the moment the plane starts to descend over Ibiza. The views from the windows are absolutely stunning, and we do recommend to get a window seat if possible. Our flight landed in Ibiza at 9 o'clock, and this meant that we headed straight over to the hotel in Playadenbossa, and shortly after that headed directly to Pacha. We wanted to see as many nightclubs, as many beautiful sceneries, and everything that the island has to offer, so that's why we got straight on it from the get-go. And Pacha is the oldest club on the island and offers some amazing events, so it's always a good idea to go to Pacha. On this night, Tyga was performing, but Pacha offers a wide range of music taste and a wide range of performances, such as Camel Fat, Lost Frequencies, Claptone, and many others, which can be found on their calendar. And usually when it's performances like these, the performers would bring out special guests, and here's the one from Pacha. After an intensive first night out, it was time to go home and rest for tomorrow. On the second day, or the first full day, we headed to Ocean Beach, which is in Sanantonio. You can either get a bus to Sanantonio and walk for 45 minutes, or you can get a direct taxi. Taxis tend to be cheaper than Ubers. It's up to you whether you prefer an Uber, a taxi, or a bus, but it's important to know that if you require a 7-seater, it's best to arrange an Uber, as taxis wouldn't take 6 people. As you can see, Ocean Beach offers incredible vibes, such a cool pool party, and on different days of the week they have different shows. So have a look on their website under their calendar page, and you can have a look at all of the events that they have on during the summer. As the sun goes down over San Antonio, the lights start to come on at Ocean Beach, and the vibes change, but yet they're still amazing. After a big day at Ocean Beach, it's time to head down the San Antonio Strip, and along the strip you'll find lots of bars, lots of restaurants, and you'll also find the Es Paradis nightclub and Eden nightclub. And if you carry on walking, you'll end up at Cafe Mambo. Usually, that's a really good spot to watch the sunset from, but at this time of night, it becomes a bar or a restaurant. For our third day, which was a Wednesday, we decided to go to Ibiza Rocks, and Nathan Dalt and Joel Corey were performing, so it was a very good experience. They have other events which can be seen on their website, but we recommend heading here around 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon and spending the afternoon here. After Ibiza Rocks, it's always a good idea to head over to Cafe Mambo to watch the sunset and grab a few drinks. Although it's a huge change in scenery, the sunsets from Cafe Mambo are unforgettable. Once the sun has gone down, it's always a good idea to go back to the San Antonio strip and just enjoy a few more drinks or bars or even a really nice meal. And later that night we decided to head over to Amnesia as Jamie Jones was performing, and usually it's a good idea to head over to Amnesia around 1, half 1, maybe even 2, as the acts normally come on a little bit later in the night. And after a very intense day, we decided to take the fourth day, the Thursday, as a chill day. So we rented a car and we explored some beautiful beaches on the island. Our favourite ones were Playadenbossa, Las Salinas, Calacomte and Calabasa. Playadenbossa is the longest beach on the island and it offers many beach clubs which are amazing, but also you'll find Ushuaia on Playadenbossa. After spending such a chill day exploring, it's also a good idea to spend some time watching the sunset at Vedra. This is a breathtaking view and it's definitely worthwhile. It does get very busy at Vedra, so it's always a good idea just to head there a little bit earlier and find a space for your car or moped, as it's very limited. Friday is a huge day for Ibiza because at Ushuaia it's Calvin Harris and at Hi it's David Guetta. So two very big performers back to back, just across the street from one another. Ushuaia closes at 11 o'clock and Hi opens at 11. But it's always a good idea just to give it an hour or so because everybody rushes from Ushuaia into Hi and the queue is enormous. So if you wait an hour or so, you won't be stuck in that huge queue. As you can see, it does get very busy in both Hi and Ushuaia, so if you're not good with huge crowds, it's good to stand near the back as there is a bit more air over there. On the Saturday, we decided to go to a boat party, which was an afternoon activity. Starts at 1 o'clock, lasts for 4 hours. Although this was a very fun activity, the sea was very rough and it did get quite hard at times. For a smoother boat party, it's a good idea to go to San Antonio. We would recommend the sunset one for San Antonio, as that's the same place as Cafe Mambo, and you can almost get a 2-in-1 where you can have a boat party and watch the sunset as well. This is truly an amazing experience. It's time to relax after a busy week, and we decided to take a trip to Formentera. There's a few ways that you can get there. Either you can rent a water taxi, which is the most expensive option, or you could go on the ferry, Balearia ferries, which are half an hour per direction, or you can go on the water taxis, which cost less, but they take, I think, an hour and a half. The best and most fun way to get around Formentera is by a moped, and be careful because some of the shops will offer you 200, 300 euro deposits for the mopeds for the day, whereas others will offer you 20, 30 euro deposits. Only 10 minutes away, there's this stunning beach on Formentera. One side is very windy and wavy, the other side is relatively calm. There's two amazing restaurants here as well, but most of the time during the peak summer they are fully booked and don't have any tables, so if you plan on coming here, it's always a good idea to pre-book. We got to the second beach and it was time for some lunch. So luckily, there's an amazing place here called Gecko Beach Club. And it's a very chill out beach club that offers some food as well. And it was time for the third beach, which was amazing, but this one was just a little bit rocky. The scooters had to be returned by 8:30, so we made our way back to the marina and returned the scooters and awaited for our boat. The way back to Ibiza was amazing because the sun was going down, and later on in the clip you'll be able to see the sun right over Vedra. Later that night, we decided to go to the Swag nightclub in Playadenbossa as a bit of a change as opposed to all of the mega clubs. This was quite a good experience. And of course, it's time to explore the old Ibiza town. This is full of markets, full of restaurants and bars, and they're all very different to each other. So it's definitely worth having a walk down here and seeing what you like. There are some very nice restaurants here as well, especially across the front line of the harbour, but they are slightly less traditional. If you would prefer a more traditional one, it's worth going slightly into the old town. And climbing up to the Dalt Villa Castle is a must. The climb is so worth it. When you get to the top, the views are incredible and you can spend all day just watching the view. Wow, what a view. Thank you very much for joining, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into this video. We'll be releasing another one by the end of next week, and the other one will be more of a walkthrough of Ibiza. So stay tuned for that as well. Once again, thank you very much and see you soon.